Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine and staying home to keep yourself safe from COVID 19. As in the previous module, we discussed about the seasons in India, but only two seasons we discussed in that the winter season and the summer season. Here in this module, we are going to discuss about the rainy season and some more points about that. So let us start, student. This rainy season is mainly divided in two categories: advancing of monsoon and the retreating of monsoon, or you can say that the beginning of monsoon or end of the monsoon. So by early June, the low pressure condition over the northern plain intensifies. So this northern plain area, that very strong low pressure area develops, and that attracts the winds from this ocean part. It attracts the trade winds of southern hemisphere. So from this southern hemisphere, you know that equator is dividing the earth into hemisphere, that northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So this beyond this equator, the winds are coming. So yani from this area that winds are reaching. These southeast trade winds originate over the warm subtropical areas of southern oceans. Subtropical region, you know that beyond the tropic of Capricorn and this tropic of Cancer, the region is coming in subtropical region. So from this region that winds are originating, they cross the equator and blow in southwesterly direction. So as they are coming from southeasterly direction, and as soon as they cross the equator, they take right turn according to the Coriolis force and Ferrel's law. And here they are coming to India from southwest direction as southwest monsoon. As these winds blow over a warm ocean, they bring abundant moisture to the subcontinent. So whatever these areas are there, these are ocean water body, and as lying in the tropical region, this is a warm ocean. So there is a good moisture over the water body, over the sea and ocean, mainly this Indian Ocean. So they get moisture from this area and bring to Indian subcontinent. These winds are strong and blow at an average speed, average velocity of 30 km per hour. With the exception of extreme northwest, the monsoon winds cover the country in about a month. Northwest, this northwest, you know that Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Punjab, these areas are northwest direction of northwest part of the country. So, exception to these areas, other regions that winds are reaching in about 1 month. As in this map, you can see that from 1st June it is starting, and up to 1st July, the winds are reaching to this part, and this region, northwest part, 15th July. Otherwise, almost each part is covered in 1 month by the monsoon winds. The inflow of southwest monsoon in India brings about total change in weather. So when monsoon reaches to India, so there is a total change in the weather condition. Whatever the extreme hot weather condition is there that is slowly going to convert to the moist and uh, moderate temperature early in the season. The windward side of the Western Ghat is this region, whatever the hilly region of this part is there. So as you know that Eastern Ghat, Eastern Ghat is in this side and Western Ghat in this side. So this Western Ghat windward side which is facing the monsoon wind. So these areas to the western side of these Western Ghat receives very heavy rainfall more than 250 centimeter. The Deccan Plateau and part of Madhya Pradesh also receive some amount of rainfall in spite of lying in the rain shadow area. So you will see how this area is lying in the rain shadow area. That Deccan Plateau and part of Madhya Pradesh. So part of Madhya Pradesh usually their central highland area is there. Vindhyan ranges are there. So here mountains are there. So as monsoon wind reaches in this region, so this way whatever the mountains are there that causing the windward side and leeward sides. So some part of these region are not receiving good rainfall. So here the Deccan Plateau and part of Madhya Pradesh. So Deccan Plateau, you know that Deccan Plateau is this total region and part of Madhya Pradesh, this region. So what happens in these two areas? That in Deccan Plateau there are the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat. So Western Ghat, whatever the western side of the Western Ghat is there, that is receiving good rainfall. But the eastern side of this Western Ghat is not getting that much better rain because of the leeward side, means lying on the back of the mountain region or hilly region. So that is leeward side. So that leeward side is not receiving that rainfall. Actually that a mountain region is having two sides. So the windward side, whatever the mountain side facing wind, that is the windward side, and this area whatever not facing the winds, so that is the leeward side. Actually the wind are reaching to the mountains, and when this is reaching, so this is taking such a direction, and when this wind is moving up, so here very good cloud formation occur and rainfall occur. And this way this windward side is receiving good rainfall but the leeward side is not receiving good rainfall, and that causing the leeward side usually in this uh, eastern part of this Western Ghat is not receiving rainfall in this peninsular plateau region. And in this Madhya Pradesh region there also some mountain ranges are there, and there also the same feature is seen, that leeward side of the mountain in the Madhya Pradesh region not getting rain, not receiving rain. So next point, the maximum rainfall of this season is received in the northeastern part of the country. So you know that this northeastern part of the country and mainly this Meghalaya region, the Masinram, the Masinram and the southern ranges of Khasi Hills receives the highest average rainfall in the world. So this is the place. mm, these areas are the place where the maximum rainfall occur in the world. Rainfall in Ganga Valley decreases from the east to west. So in this Ganga Valley means the northern plain, when the winds are moving from this in this area from east to west, slowly you can see here dates 5 June, 10 June, 15 June, likewise. So as the wind is moving from the east to west, so covering a large area, large distance, long distance, a very long distance, and because of that, on the way, these winds are causing rain, and along with this, means due to causing rain on the way, slowly moisture with these monsoon winds are decreasing, and they are decreasing rainfall also as they move from east to west. Rajasthan and the part of Gujarat get scanty rainfall. Region is here that there is Aravalli mountain range, and due to this Aravalli mountain range, when these winds are reaching to this part, so this backside of the mountain, this region is lying on the leeward side, and because of that region, this Gujarat and Rajasthan part receiving scanty rainfall or less rainfall in comparison to other part of the country. You may think about this also कि maybe that as there are two branches of this monsoon wind, the Bay of Bengal branch and the Arabian Sea branch. So this Arabian Sea branch is reaching to this part. So whatever these winds are reaching in this area, they are directly crossing this region and causing very less rainfall because there is no restriction and vegetation cover seen over this part, and they are directly, and we hear very strong low pressure area is there, so that winds are is strongly attracted to this region and not causing rainfall, and mainly the rainfall occur in this area by the Bay of Bengal branch as it is moving slowly from east to west. So as here Aravalli range is there, and that is becoming a region behind the lesser rainfall in this Rajasthan and Gujarat part due to lying in the leeward side of that Aravalli mountain. Another phenomena associated with the monsoon is its tendency to have break in rainfall. So breaks are there, just like breaks in your television serial films. Here, breaks are there in rainfall also during the monsoon season. Whenever rainfall starts in the monsoon season, in the rainy season, that is not continuous rainfall for the all 3 months. Here, you will see, experience or observe, you can observe that for few days rainfall occur, and after that there is a gap of, or you can say there is a rainless days, gap of rainless days, and again after few days, after a certain days, rainfall starts. So this way, that whatever the gap is there, that is only referred as breaks in rainfall. So that is, you can say here, wet and dry spells. So whatever the rainfall means rainy days are there, that are wet days and wet spells, and when there is no rain, that is dry spell. So here it is explained. In other words, the monsoon rain takes place only for a few days at a time. They are interspread with rainless intervals. These breaks in monsoons are related to the movement of monsoon trough. So this is the reason behind the wet and dry spell. This monsoon trough is the main reason behind the rainfall occur in a area, in a region. So what is this monsoon trough? Monsoon trough is the very strong low pressure area developing in the rainy season, in the monsoon season. So what happens wherever this monsoon trough is developing? that areas are receiving very strong low pressure, and due to that the air of that region moves up. And when suppose here a mountain region is there, this area is mountain, and this plain, these are the plain region. So monsoon troughs shift from plain to mountain and mountain to plain after a certain days interval. For various region, the trough various region is that the wind speed, the rainfall. This monsoon trough is shifting. As see here, कि its axis keep on moving northward and southward. Northward means toward the mountain region, and southward toward the land part, which determines the spatial distribution of rainfall. Okay, that there some rainfall occur in this region, and after that again rainfall will occur in this region or somewhere else. So that is depending on this movement of monsoon trough. So what happens when rainfall occur, the area's temperature start decreasing, and slowly due to decrease of temperature that monsoon trough becomes weak and shift to any other region where the rainless days are going on. So if they suppose here rainless days are there and here rainfall occur, so temperature of this region will decrease. mm, Temperature of this region will decrease, and temperature of this region is increasing because of no rain. And due to this, what happens that pressure of this area, the low pressure area will develop in this region. So monsoon trough will be existing here. So this monsoon trough slowly will shift from this area to this area, and then after certain days rainfall will start in this area, and the same phenomena will be repeated after rainfall for a few days. And this way this monsoon trough is keep on shifting the axis of monsoon trough. When the axis of monsoon trough lies over the plains, rainfall is good in these parts. So when this monsoon trough is in the plain area, that rainfall occur very good in the plain region. On the other hand, when the axis of shift closer to the Himalaya, there are longer dry spells in the plains. When these monsoon trough shift toward the Himalayan region, so what happens that dry spell is going on in this plain area, and this dry spell continues to longer days, because when the monsoon trough shift toward the mountain region, that continues till a longer days in the mountain region. As here given, there are longer dry spell in the plains and widespread rainfall occur in the mountainous catchment areas of Himalayan rivers. These heavy rain brings in their wake devastating floods, causing damage to life and property in the plains. So due to that good rainfall in the mountain region, in the Himalayan region, uh, usually the floods are coming in the plain region, because overflooded rivers are causing flood condition in the plain areas, low-lying land parts. The frequency and intensity of tropical depression too determine the amount of duration of monsoon rains. As the tropical depression means the low pressure area, how long exists in the region, that much longer the rainfall occur in those areas. These depression form at the head of the Bay of Bengal and cross over the mainland. The depressions follow the axis of monsoon trough of low pressure. So as this is shifting from land to mountain, mountain to land, and slowly, slowly it is shifting toward the Bay of Bengal region also. The monsoon is known for its uncertainties. Monsoon is never certain. That as the dates are given here, that 1st June, 5th June, 10th June. So every year the monsoon will reach to these areas at the same time at the on the same date. There is no certainty. Sometime it is too early, sometime it is too late. So this is very uncertain. The alteration of dry and wet spells vary in intensity and frequency and duration. Whatever these wet and dry spells are there, that also vary in their intensity, means quantity of rainfall, frequency for means shifting from land to mountain to land region, and duration also for how long these are existing in a mountain region and in the plain area. While it causes heavy floods in one part, it may be responsible for droughts in other. As flood conditions are observed in these areas, at the same time, here one place it means the leeward side of this western ghats are usually suffering from the drought condition. Hence, it sometimes disturbs the farming schedule of the million of farmers all over the country. So, as maximum dependency is there, even after passing more than 70 years after the independence in our country, even then there is maximum dependency over the rain in our country, and as farmers are dependent on rain, sometimes it disturbs a lot the farming activity all over the country. Now, retreating and post monsoon, or means after the monsoon what happens, or you can say at the end of monsoon what happens. The transition season also you can say it during the October and November month, with the apparent movement of sun toward the south. So during the October and November month what happens, ki now this is the time sun starts moving from north to south, shifting north to south. What happens, ki till this month usually the sun direct sunshine position is there near the tropic of Cancer, but after this it starts moving toward the south, and that causes the monsoon trough or low pressure trough over the northern plain become weaker. This is gradually replaced by high pressure system. So as the low pressure is shifting toward the south, these areas are changing in the high pressure region, and the southwest monsoon wind weaken and start withdrawing gradually. And whatever these southwest monsoons were coming to our country, that become weak, and slowly slowly their speed is decreasing, and now it is looking that they are reversing. And after certain days what happens, the reversal of wind direction takes place, and by the beginning of October the monsoon withdraws from the northern plain. Until this month, October month, almost from the northern part of the country, this monsoon almost withdraws. The months of October and November form a period of transition from hot rainy season to dry winter condition. So this is the time from when this hot rainy season is changing from this rainy season to dry winter season. winter conditions. And the retreat of monsoon is marked by clear skies. Now this is the time. Skies are looking clear without clouds. And as the clouds are invisible, or you can say not existing, that is the time increasing temperature due to presence of sunlight. While day the temperature are high, nights are cool and pleasant. So often it is observed, experienced during this month, days are warm and nights are cooler. The land is still moist, and in this area, as the temperature start increasing due to no rain during the daytime, due to presence of moisture, whatever the soil of this area, the land of this region already have water, moisture in the soil, so that evaporates. Even air is also moist that time, and owing the condition of high temperature and humidity, the weather becomes rather oppressive, or you can say uncomfortable during the daytime. So what happens during the daytime? Due to increase of temperature and presence of moisture, presence of humidity, a sultry weather is experienced. That very means too much sweat is experienced by us in this region at that time. So this phenomena is commonly known as October heat. So we call it October heat. In the second half of October, the mercury begins to fall. Means after the 15th October, temperatures start decreasing in the northern India, and the low pressure conditions over the northwestern India get transferred to the Bay of Bengal. So whatever low pressure area was developed, especially in this region, that shift from this region to this region toward the Bay of Bengal region. And this shift is associated with the occurrence of cyclonic depression. Why cyclonic depression? So see here, as this is a water body and around this you can see the land parts are there. And as this is the time of decrease in the temperature, as sun is moving towards south slowly, so the temperature also decrease slowly. And that time what happens, this low pressure area is over the water body, and around the land part, you know that land is losing temperature faster than water body. And because of this region what happens, this land part experience high pressure. This land part experience high pressure condition all around, and this water body experience low pressure. So there is differential of pressure condition seen over this month, means second half of the October month, and cyclonic depression starts developing. See how this temperature decrease causing faster decrease temperature over the land part and slower decrease in the temperature of water part. So due to this, the temperature of this water is high. Temperature is high in comparison to this land part, and that causing low pressure in comparison to the surrounding areas. And from the surrounding areas, the wind starts moving, air starts moving toward the center part. center part. And as this is lying in the northern hemisphere, so you can understand what will happen. The wind will take right turn. Right turn means this, and this turn will be there. And this anti-clockwise cyclone will develop in this area. And this happens every year in this month. And because of this, the coastal regions are affected due to cyclone every year in these months. So these cyclones generally cross the eastern coast of India and cause heavy and widespread rain. These tropical cyclones are often very destructive in the coastal region. The thickly populated deltas of Godavari, Krishna and the Kaveri are frequently struck by cyclones, which cause great damage to life and property. Sometimes these cyclones arrive at the coast of Odisha, West Bengal, and Bangladesh. So this way, sometime it is shifting toward this region, sometime this area more effect is there. So that depend other conditions also, the temperature of the different other regions also, not only this area, but this cyclone develops due to this region. The bulk of rainfall of the Coromandel coast is derived from the depression and cyclone. So whatever this area Coromandel is there, usually the rainfall is received from this maximum rainfall caused by the cyclonic depression. Thank you students. This was all about the rainy season. So we'll meet in the next module with some more topics. Thank you. Have a nice day. Till then, enjoy.